evening. Welcome to Just Chat episode 2. We are so excited because we got such good responses from our first episode that you watched last week. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. We appreciate you. Continue to watch and support. We are happy that you love the show as much as we love doing the show.
Yes, we had a blast doing our first episode. We've got some great feedback from you all. As Ebony Monique said, we've got a great show ahead.
We do.
But before we dig into the new territory, Ebony Monique, didn't we get some great feedback?
Y'all are crazy. Let me tell you something. I thought we were crazy, but y'all feedback and comments on our subjects and topics, y'all went in.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes.
But y'all went in.
Particularly about the topic regarding cheating and should you tell your friend.
Yeah, that hit a spot.
Yes, it definitely hit a spot. So, I want to pronounce it right. Yania Attorney. Yania Attorney has some super comments, right? And she raised a great point to add to the conversation, which was, what if you knew that your friend was cheating, but you're friends with both the male and the female, right?
Oh.
Do you tell then? What do you do then if you're friends with both?
Okay, so if y'all remember, and if y'all watched it, I was saying that, you know, if I ever caught my friend's significant other cheating, then I'm going to tell. I am the tattletale.
That's what you said.
I've always been the tattletale.
That's exactly what you
You're
said.
going to know. Okay. And you were kind of like back and forth, whatever.
Well, you know, you have to know your friend.
Yeah, okay. We're not going to go back into that.
Okay.
But so Yania did, you know, make a good point. Like, what if you're friends with the man and the woman?
Right. Now, who you going to be ride or die for?
You know, I've never had that situation. I mean, I've always, so I do have female friends who I'm friends with, but I met them through my male friends.
Okay.
So ultimately, my loyalty lies with whom I knew first.
Okay. So that's okay.
However, I ain't done yet. However, cheating is still wrong. So although I wouldn't tell on my friend whom I knew first, I would make sure he or she knows that what they're doing is wrong.
Okay. So you may encourage them to kind of either stop or tell the truth, perhaps?
Whatever they feel comfortable with. I mean, you don't know. You never know, like, what's going on behind closed doors. So,
this is true.
I would just say, you know, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Stop it. You know, we have a conversation, and then we can go from there. But I am loyal. I'm a Taurus, so my loyalty will lie with whom I knew first. Now, if I met someone at the same time, I don't know. That's really like, ooh, I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I know both. She raised a great point. I'm still going to say that you would have to know, not in this case, now both of your friends, right? You know what? I probably would, if I'm real friends with each of them, and I'm not talking about just, this is my friend and that's your, but really, I'm still your friend.
Right.
You know, and I'm friends with your mate because I'm friends with you.
Yeah.
Or this is my two true friends. If I had two true friends, I think I would stay out of it.
See, I don't like staying out of stuff that's wrong. I gotta speak up. I mean, call me an activist. But I like to pretty much, you know, get involved with things that are wrong.
No, I think it's messy.
It can get messy.
Yes.
But if you're already, okay, so let me ask you this. It's messy, but isn't it uncomfortable for you to still be around these people knowing that?
Yep, that probably would be messy too.
Who wants to be uncomfortable? Who wants to be in an awkward position all the time? Anybody got time for that?
Yeah.
So you can call me, you know, I have a new title.
She threw it. She threw a curveball.
Oh,
she definitely threw a curveball.
I don't know. What would y'all do? Let us know on our Facebook page. Just chat with us. But listen, so moving on to another topic dealing with relationships that I actually came across. And I have feelings about.
Okay.
So, I'm not gonna ask you if you have, because I don't want to put your business out there because you're married. But
thank you.
You're welcome. But do you think it's possible to be in love with two people?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What?
Yes.
Girl, stop. I don't got time for that, girl. You tripping.
No, you absolutely can't.
How?
You have to be careful. You do. You have to be very careful who you are connected with and who you,
Girl.
especially when you're talking about intimate relationships and I mean,
I need you to like really dive into this and explain to me how can you be in love with two people at the same time?
I think it can happen. You've never heard of a love triangle?
Okay, I can tell you my piece on that. I don't think it's a love triangle in the sense of I'm in love with this person and this person too.
I think you're not careful.
I think that people confuse love and lust.
I think that you're right. You're absolutely right.
They confuse love and lust.
That's true.
So you ultimately think that because this person who you're lusting after is giving you what this person who you're in love with isn't, you say, oh, okay, I love him too. Which is, I'm getting deep, ain't I? So which is you're loving the things that your primary spouse or mate isn't doing.
Well, what about people like Stevie J?
From loving him, girl, you done turn the topic ratchet. Hold on.
You don't think he was in love with?
I was trying to be all like sophisticated.
With Jocelyn and Mimi.
Girl, that whole thing is just messy. That was nothing but lust. Okay, that was lust and sex and just nastiness. Okay, that's all that was. There was no love.
Well, I think that you have to be careful, especially when you're sharing your bodies with people.
Because what do? I care about what?
We know that you care about.
I care about your vagina.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
But when you are sharing yourself intimately, you're sharing your body with more than one person, I think that soul ties are a real thing. Okay. And when you connect with people in that way, I think you do have to be careful because you can be in love with more than one person, I believe. Especially if you are, I'm not just saying somebody who's just sleeping around, hopping around, and that's what you do, and you have sort of become desensitized to being emotionally connected to people in that way. But if you are somebody who, really has connected with somebody intimately, emotionally, I think you have to be very careful.
So, do you think that loving someone and being in love with someone is the same thing?
No.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I don't think that you can be like, okay, I've been in a situation before where, way, long time ago. And I'm single in England.
Back in the day.
Way back in the day. Where, I was feeling two guys at the same time, right? Okay. So, one guy and I got a little bit more serious than the other guy. But I knew that it was me loving the traits of this other guy that this primary guy did not possess. Okay. But I was in love with this guy because of all of the emotional things he brought out of me. Okay. And not the physical. So I think that a lot of people confuse that with each other.
Well, I think you can confuse it, but I think it can also be real.
We're going to just agree to disagree.
Okay. Not a problem. We've done it before.
All the time. Okay, so speaking of relationships and sex, I have a very personal question for you. Okay. And I want you to answer it on air.
Okay, good.
Online, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page.
On everything.
On everything.
Okay.
Have you ever had sex with a ghost?
Not that I can remember. Not in this lifetime.
Well, according to Bobby Brown, he did.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but he did a special with Robin Roberts a few days ago, and he talked about how he had sex with a ghost.
Yeah, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing that he could possibly say.
But what was so funny is that it even caught Robin Roberts off guard. Yeah. And she is like, super professional, a wonderful woman, in her field. But she was just like...
Right. You could tell her whole facial expression.
Yeah.
And yeah. She threw him off. Or, what I think is Bobby's trying to sell books.
Yeah, he does have a book coming out, Every Little Step.
Yes,
so
he's trying to sell some books. I thought the interview was good, though. He gave us some insight into, some history, with Whitney and Bobby Christina. It was really sad.
Very sad.
Just to see the, the drug abuse and, hear firsthand accounts of what really happened throughout their lives. It's, such a sad story. But that Bobby is trying to sell some books.
Right.
Now, I will say I was up jamming to all of the Every Little Step. I was getting it.
Right. But, you know what? It was a good interview. It was funny. And then it was also sad, like you said, because I even remember, when Bobby, Christina, and Whitney were still alive. And then just kind of like following their lives through the media, because everything they did obviously was on the news. Open. Right. And so I was thinking then, like, this is a very sad situation for Bobby Christina. Now, I ultimately believe that adults make their own decisions.
Yes.
They make their own choices. Even though it's sad what eventually transpired, to me, it just seems that Bobby Christina never had a chance because she was born into something so dysfunctional. Chaotic, But he did say, I want to say this was probably the very first time Bobby has been as open and admitting to his drug use. And the one thing that he did say was that they made sure that they didn't do it in front of Bobby Christina.
I'm not buying
But even if you did hide it and go to the bathroom,
the whole world knew.
She still knew.
Yeah, we all knew. And we all knew that they, abused drugs. I'm not buying that, she didn't or they didn't do it in front of her. And I saw that he placed a lot of blame too on her husband. What's his name? Nick. He placed a lot of...
Well, see, that's where we get... It's not really her husband, because it came out that he really wasn't her husband, but it was like her boyfriend / brother, adopted brother. Right. It was really weird.
Whomever the gentleman was.
Yeah.
I saw Bobby place a lot of blame on him, and, to me, he just didn't own his role in the chaos.
Really?
I didn't get that from him. He wanted to have us believe that he didn't do things in front of her, and that the demise of both Whitney and Bobby Christina, the common denominator was the gentleman,
right?
And he didn't see himself as a common denominator, just in the catastrophe of the whole thing. Maybe not directly, responsible for the event itself, but just I'm speaking about the chaos and the abuse that led up to it. You kind of have to, if you're Bobby Brown, own some of that.
Own it in the sense of what happened to Whitney or what happened to his daughter.
The dysfunction of both of their lives.
See,
and his too.
Well, yeah, I don't think you can really blame him, and people have done this for decades, tried to make it seem like Bobby turned Whitney from America's sweetheart to this drug-addicted rebel, where we eventually found out that she was, abusing drugs for a long time, even before she
too has
met
some
him.
ownership in it as well. Yeah.
So, then he did say the first time he ever even seen her do drugs or hard drugs was on their wedding day.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, such a...
I'm gonna buy the book. Because I am a sucker for tell-all books, so I am going to buy it. But I'm very sad about what happened with Bobby Christina, because even after her mom died and after everything kind of like happened, with the whole situation, you can just tell that she was just going downhill. So
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. So all right. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more Chatterbox.
Right, welcome back. So, Ebony Monique, I want to just shift gears a bit.
Okay.
And get a little political.
You want me to get political?
Yes.
Girl, I don't know when you get political, but go ahead.
So we just want to make sure that our viewers are up to date on all of the presidential nomination updates.
Oh, yeah, right.
And so, as you know, Hillary Clinton has now clinched the nomination.
Yes.
She now has all the super delegates that she needs to become the presumptive nominee. And but Bernie is saying that the fat lady has yet to sing.
That fat lady been singing. I mean, let me tell you something. I love Hillary and I love Bernie. I think they both have something good to offer. Okay.
Yes.
But I mean, Bernie is. Well, that fat lady is singing. She harmonizing. She providing melodies. She songwriting. She producing. Okay, she even DJing. Yeah. So it's time.
The fat lady has sung.
Yes.
So we'll see. You know, Bernie for whatever reason is holding out.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
But why
stay
is that?
tuned.
Why do you think? I mean, what can happen?
Well, keep hope alive.
But what can actually happen?
As he said, super delegates can change their minds.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
they
That's
pledged their commitment, but they can change their minds.
Okay.
So we're going to keep following that so we can keep you posted.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump is now using the teleprompter to do his speeches. Have
what,
you heard that?
girl?
Yes. He's trying to tone it down a bit. He's caught a little backlash from speaking ill of the judge who's over his case. He said some things that were highly inappropriate about him being Mexican,
but he's from Indiana,
right? So you know, you had some Republicans who come out and spoke against you know his comments, and so now he's trying to tone it down and present himself as more presidential, and he thought the teleprompter might help him do that.
Well, you know what's so funny is that I actually knew this was going to happen. I mean, I just felt that Donald Trump was just being, I believe that he's being himself.
Well, yeah.
But I think that he's being himself and exaggerating it because he knew what he needed to do and say to the people to get him to where he's at right now. Because let me tell you, whatever he's saying, people are buying it.
Oh, yeah.
And they are believing it because they are that type of people themselves. Which is, you know, shows you, you know, where we live.
Yeah.
You know.
It's it'll be a very interesting campaign. It's looking as if it will be Hillary and Trump. And so we'll stay tuned.
This is all just so weird to me.
Well, you know,
it's just so weird because I mean, I don't know.
We're going to keep following it. We're going to unpack some more details of the events as we move on because we have to definitely keep a close watch on everything that's going on.
Yeah, I'm just nervous about, you know, if Trump gets in, you know, what's going to happen to a lot of things like my uterus.
Well,
I mean, you know, with the whole Planned Parenthood thing and then what he thinks, you know, should happen to women who decided to, you know, have an abortion. I mean, all kind of like, you know, things about that. You know, so I'm not saying, you know, whoever, I'm not saying, you know, you shouldn't be a Republican or a Democrat. You have your choice to, you know, but just, you know, please just be very cautious.
Well, and pay attention to the issues.
The issues.
You know,
please.
Less to the actual party.
Right.
And more to the issues.
Yeah.
Because that's what's important.
Exactly.
Speaking of issues, I'm sure you've heard by now that Governor Kasich has now signed the bill, the medical marijuana bill, into law. Yes. And so I got my email yesterday, or was it this morning, from Senator Yuko. He's got his newsletters out, updating everybody about the fact that the bill is now passed and it's been signed by our governor. So stay tuned also for more details as the issue unfolds even more. So
like, what's the next step then? So Governor Kasich, who, you know, just signed it, what's the next step then? Like, what happens next?
Well, so it's my understanding that the actual law won't be in effect for another couple of years. So
Okay.
there's some portions of the bill that will take place immediately, but there's also facets of it that we really won't see the impact of it for another year or
well,
so.
baby steps.
So, yeah.
Baby steps. I mean, you know, as we spoke last week, I was against it at first, and then when we did the story and the segment and went to talk to people and talk to the senator, and when I really researched everything, I'm like, oh, okay, we really need this. And then even people on our Facebook page, you guys, we've changed your minds too. So this is really, really exciting news.
Yes, we appreciate the updates and the feedback and the comments. So keep letting us know what you think about the issues that we share with you.
Yes. So I have to ask you a question. It's about O.J. Simpson. Have you heard about the latest with him?
What's the latest?
Okay, so apparently one of his friends, a longtime friend who is actually an ex-LA police officer. Well, anyway, he came out and said that he really, really thinks that O.J. is going to admit to the killings. Yeah, he said that he's just not doing well and it's really starting to eat him up inside. As you know, he's in jail right now. OJ's in jail right now.
Yeah.
You know, for robbery and
he's got like
kidnapping
years or something.
Well, 33.
They like threw the book at him.
33 years was the max, so they gave him that, but he's eligible for parole next year.
Okay.
But his friends like, you know, he's not doing well. It's eating him up inside. He's gained so much weight. He's like 300 pounds.
You know what? They showed a picture of OJ on television.
He looks horrible.
I thought he looked great. I don't know what picture you saw. He's 70. What is he? 68? Almost 70.
Old?
I think he looks
older.
Right. Yes. That was not nice. That was not nice.
He's an older gentleman.
I thought he looked nice.
No.
I didn't see a full body picture, so I don't know how big he was. But his face looked good to me.
No, absolutely. He looks like,
I don't know what picture you
he
saw.
looks like he's a murderer who did not confess to the killings and now is eating him up inside. That's what he looks like. Like he's going through some internal torment. That's what happened. That's the picture I saw. That's what I saw. But let me tell you what this man said.
What did he say?
Okay, I have the quote right here. So his friend said, this guy, OJ, is in total torment. Someone told me he is 300 pounds and he looks horrible. OJ has always felt his appearance meant everything, and now deep down inside, he is starting to live with himself. He continued and said, I hope one day he actually will rid us of all doubt and all the conspiracy theories and say, sorry, I cannot go to prison because of double jeopardy, and I did it.
He hopes. OJ is not going to admit to that.
Do you think he did it?
Yep, I do.
No.
I think he did it.
I don't think he did it.
Did you watch the documentary?
Girl, let me tell you.
The series, the TV series?
I watched the TV series. I watched the actual trial when it happened back in the early 90s. Even though, now I will say I was younger. I was like, oh gosh, 11?
Yes.
When it actually happened. So I didn't understand the what was really going on. Okay. All I knew was the surface, which was black versus white.
Yep, because that's what.
Because you had the Rodney King issues going on, the LAPD corruption. You had all of that stuff going on, the riots or whatever. So all I knew was white versus black, and I need to ride with the black. That's all I knew, right? So once I got older and started to like really like, you know, read things and research things, because I mean, I've just been coming up for like every year, you know,
for some reason.
Some reason. Then when he did the whole robbery thing in Vegas and all that or whatever. So but watching the series that debuted on FX a few months back with Cuba Gooding Jr., who did a phenomenal job.
Goodness, wasn't it good?
It was so good. I had a brand new perspective. Okay, so
do tell.
Well, first of all, and my mom and my aunt kept saying, back when I was like 11 years old in the early 90s when it first happened, they kept saying, I don't know why people are so happy or on his side. He don't even like black people.
Yeah.
He ain't even, you know, ride with black people. He ain't been back to the neighborhood since he left.
And he did.
But see, I didn't know that OJ. I knew the OJ for Naked Gun.
That was running through the airport.
The commercial, the Hertz commercial. That's the OJ I knew.
Yes.
You know, and so, anyway, so watching the actual the series and just kind of like saying, okay, that is more consistent with the things I've read in my teens and 20s.
Okay.
You know, and now I understand it. Now, I don't think he did it.
You don't think
I don't think he did it. Now, I think he knows who did it. I think that he knows who did it. I don't think he did it because it's impossible for one man to do that type of killing. I mean, Nicole's body was nearly decapitated. Her head was like dangling. She was stabbed so many times. And then Ronald Goldman, who was like 6'3" or 6'4", a very big, fit young man, you know, who was stabbed multiple times. I just don't think that OJ did that. Now, I have one or two theories.
Okay.
You want to hear them?
Go.
Okay. Either OJ may have hired someone to do the killings, or I think the other theory that everyone else has is the whole cartel thing.
Okay. So
you know, there was some. I think he may have walked in on that happening because they did find his prints at the home in the blood. Well, his footprints.
They did.
Yeah, and so I don't know if he walked in on it after it happened, and you know, because you know, drugs, money was owed to the cartel, whatever happened in that house, because there was some people who were doing drugs in that home, and the cartel came after them, and that's what happens when you owe them some money.
Wow, I don't know.
But as far as OJ doing it himself, and then other theorists said that his oldest son did it. You heard that one?
Yeah, I've heard that one.
So ultimately, I don't think OJ did it.
Well, I think you're on to, you know, if he didn't do it, he definitely knows something about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of think he did it.
But how do you think? Okay, so I mean, I know he was called the Juice.
Now, yes, he was called the Juice.
Okay.
The Juice.
But I mean, he ain't that fast now.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I will say too, back when it happened in early '90s, I was a little older than you. So what I remember is, yes, the black and white of it.
Right.
And I remember back then, I don't recall even caring if he had done it or not because of everything that was happening in our community. You know, you had Rodney King. You know, I mean, this was the NWA era where we were like, F the police.
Right.
You know, so I don't even recall even caring whether or not he did it.
Right.
It was more about you know, vindication for our community and our people. So we
need a win in our column.
Right. And that's what it was about for me back then. But as I watched the series, and if you know, there's any truth to the way they portrayed the situation, it made me feel like he did that. Yeah. You know? Like, oh, Jay killed that woman.
Yeah.
You know, and it would make perfect sense that that he did it, and people really truly believe he did it, and that they are now making him pay through this new sentence that he's now serving.
Definitely. Well, I mean, he wrote a book that said, "If I Did It." You remember that?
I remember that.
I mean, he's stupid. You know, he's a stupid man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am interested to I mean, I want to see if he will ever admit to it or admit to something that he knows about it, like his friend is saying, because, I mean, he can't be retried. It's double jeopardy.
Yeah, but it's just crazy.
So,
it's
just really awful that the family doesn't have closure.
Yeah.
I mean, they have closure in the victim's family. I mean, they have closure in the sense of they, you know, got the civil judgment against him, which...
Right, and I don't understand how that works. Like, how are you not convicted criminally?
That happens a lot.
I see, but I don't understand how that works.
But see, that goes along the lines of, okay, he didn't do it, but there was some involvement. Just, you know, for a wrongful wrongful.
You know, they make this stuff up as they go.
Wrongful death. Yeah. So, but I'm interested to see what happens, and hopefully, you know, we'll get some closure, because I want to know. I mean, it's been 20-something years. And they're doing a new one, too, coming up this weekend, an O.J. Simpson series. I forget what channel it comes on.
I'll find it, because I'm obsessed.
I know.
I'm obsessed.
Really quick, Marsha Clark. I am okay. So I hated her too. Again, I was supposed to. I mean, I was 11. Everyone hated her. Whatever.
I hated her when I watched it the other day. Still.
Did you?
Yep.
What?
I don't know. She was just bitchy or something.
Well, she had to be.
I didn't like her.
She went through so much because at first she didn't think that it needed to be tried as a racial case.
Well,
I know, but I mean, she was going through a divorce and custody. That was just, I mean, they really crucified her, talking about her appearance and her hair.
They did. And I remember those.
I remember it too, but I was laughing back then at it. But
it was hilarious. It was funny.
But like now, I mean, it was so wrong. Like, what did she do except for her job?
Yeah. Well, she was the villain.
It was so awful. Poor Marsha. I want to just call her and give her a hug. Anyway.
Yes.
All right, so listen, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
So, Ebony Monique.
Yes, Neka.
Do you know what I think is pretty cool?
Okay, what?
Having a bucket list. Do you have one?
I kind of do.
I don't. I need to create one.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I need to create one. I have so many things that I want to do in life, but I haven't really sat down and created that list and kind of stuck to it and said, you know, I have to do these things. These are things that I must absolutely do.
Right.
I don't have that yet. My husband has a few things that he has on his bucket list.
Like what?
Crazy things. Like, makes me feel like I need to up his insurance.
You probably
like
do.
Jumping out of an airplane. He wants to drive.
That's not too bad.
So he wants to drive on the Autobahn, right? The freeway in Europe that has no speed limit. Right. Crazy stuff. So,
what?
I don't know. But I'm going to create a bucket list.
Okay.
And come back and share with the viewers. What do you have on yours?
Girl. Okay, so I've actually crossed a few of them off. I always wanted to go to like a talk show.
Okay.
I've been to 2.
Okay.
Oprah.
Nice.
Her last season.
Okay.
Third row. And I went to Kelly and Michael.
Okay.
So that was like on my bucket list. But I do have some pretty crazy things.
I'm like, what?
Okay, so excuse me, Christians. Okay. I'm gonna say I'm saved. I'm a Christian woman. However, I don't know why I just want to be, you ever see those people on like the baseball games or the football games who like runs through the field naked?
Oh, you want to do that?
I want to go streaking.
Oh, please let me know when you do.
I want to go streaking so bad. I think that is the most fun thing you can ever do.
When are you gonna do that?
I don't. I'll let you know. I don't know.
I'm not going streaking with you. Now I would do a nude beach or something where everybody's nude, but like
just you. No,
not just me running across the.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna. I don't know where I'm gonna run across to.
Oh my goodness!
I haven't picked my location.
Are you gonna do it alone? Or are you gonna do it with a partner? You and Rico? What you gonna do?
No, Rico won't. My husband won't do that.
You'll be solo.
It's a solo adventure, I think. I think, yeah.
I'll stay tuned, guys.
Yeah.
We'll have footage.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, so that's like one of my ultimate things on my bucket list. Will I ever do it? I don't know, but I always wanted to do it. Like every time I see it on the news, I die laughing like, that is hilarious. I want to do it. Why did he call me? So, yeah. But I'll finish my bucket list and then we can share it.
Yeah.
With our viewers and everything. But we do want to know what's on your bucket list. Let us know on our YouTube channel, on Facebook. We are very interested in knowing, like, what are your crazy things you want to do.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So, can we talk about our new segment that we are debuting next week? And it's called Cooking with Chef Tawana.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah. We are going to go next week.
Yes.
And she's going to show us how to make some delicious dishes that you can make for your husband, your father, your baby daddy, whomever, the man in your life. Yeah, for Father's Day, which is next Sunday. So you have to actually watch next Friday to see what you can do for Father's Day on Sunday.
Nice.
But it's going to be fun. So I think we do have a little preview clip of what Chef Tawana can do in the kitchen, right?
Check it out.
Check it out. Neka, so what I want to do right now is I want to congratulate a few people.
Yes.
Okay, so first, congratulations to Monique Benjamin and Deidre Cash. They were our winners from last week. We auctioned off, or raffled off, not auctioned. We raffled off a free wine and massage package from Andre Dakar of Andre Dakar Wines. And then we also raffled off a wine tasting for up to 20 people.
Yes.
And so they were the winners of those.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks for sharing the episode.
Yes, thanks for sharing. And then there are some other people we want to congratulate as well around the country.
Yes, Fly Girl, Deshauna Barber. Yes, Deshauna Barber, Miss USA. But did you see her pictures?
Yes.
She was
flawless.
Flawless. Oh my goodness. And they actually had the picture of her in her uniform because she is in the military.
Army reservist.
Yes. And so you saw the transition from her uniform to just red carpet, deep, looking gorgeous. You know, so congratulations.
Beautiful African American woman. Hashtag Black Girls
Rock.
That's
right. She was absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I'm so proud.
Yeah. And also to all of you who graduated this year, this summer or spring. Spring, yeah. Congratulations.
Right?
Summer graduates.
Yeah,
okay.
Summer.
So whether it's high school or college or anything. Congrats. You made it. You did it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And share pics of your graduates. If you have some graduates, come to our page and share the pictures, share the stories. We want to hear about your grads.
We do. So again, please make sure that you watch us and continue to tune in. Our Facebook page is Just Chat With Us.
Yes.
YouTube, we need subscribers. You guys are watching but not subscribing.
Please
subscribe. It's YouTube, it's Just Chat.
Yes.
And then we're also on Instagram. And then for the younger audience, we have a Snapchat, y'all. Just Chat With Us. So snap and chat with us, okay? Because we'll snap and chat with you.
And make sure you tune in to the next episode because there will be more chances to win prizes.
Yes, beautiful prizes.
So you don't have to be jealous of our winners from last episode.
Right. And we have a lot of people who are saying they want to be guests on our show. So this is amazing. So if you want to be a guest, make sure you contact us at justchatwithus@gmail.com or go to our website, justchatwithus.com. So
stay tuned
for more. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.